When you're living abroad, there's always something that reminds you of home. A piece of music, a smell, a familiar voice, a special meal. Taste Like Home is all about learning these family recipes and helping your loved ones recreate them wherever they are. Every week on Taste Like Home, I travel somewhere in Ireland to discover a family recipe. This week I'm in Roscommon to meet Mary, her husband Tom and son Ronan.
Oh, hello, Catherine. Hi, you're very welcome to Roscommon.
Oh, thanks a mil. It's lovely to be here.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's great.
And this is your sheep farm?
This is our sheep farm now.
So you know a thing or two about lamb?
Oh, well, a little bit now.
So I'm guessing we might be cooking lamb?
Yeah, we'll have a tasty lamb later.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. And who from home is missing?
Lisa, my daughter, my only daughter. She's over in Vancouver.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be fun now, trying to recreate Roscommon lamb.
Would you like to help me feed these? I
that.
have a little job for you.
Yeah, I'd love
Do you
that.
mind? You don't mind?
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, come here, baby. Come here. Who wants some food? Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I think she's got her eye on the bag. That's a beautiful day in
That's
Roscommon.
gorgeous, yeah.
So Lisa grew up on this gorgeous
That's
farm.
right,
I
yeah.
presume she's on a farm or out in the countryside over in Canada?
Well, it's very country over there. Yeah, it's lovely now.
Yeah.
She's nursing actually over there at the moment.
Is she?
Yeah, yeah.
And she outside the city of Vancouver?
Oh no, she's just just beside the beach, and it's a gorgeous place. It's
Oh, lovely.
Really,
That'd be
really
very
nice.
different scenery than here.
Oh, very different.
Yeah.
But this is
Hello, how
my
are you?
husband Thomas.
Hiya,
You're very
Thomas.
welcome.
Lovely to meet
Very
you.
welcome.
Thank you for having me all the
Not
way
a
down here in
bother.
Roscommon. It's a
No
gorgeous
bother.
place.
These are all our purebred
They're your
Charlies here.
purebreds, are they?
Yeah.
How old
Yeah.
would these be now?
They're about from 6 months to 10 months now. They're the age of them. Behind you, this is Lisa's. This
Oh,
is
really?
Lisa's calf here.
You have your own calf, Lisa.
And she's called Maisie Moo. Lisa
Hey,
named
Maisie
her.
Moo.
Yeah.
And did she
So
get
she
back
loved-
often to see her Maisie Moo?
She was here at Christmas to see her.
It must have been lovely for Lisa growing up here on this gorgeous farm. And I'd say she really misses the farm life. And I bet she misses your food too.
Come on, we'll go and cook the dinner.
Grand so.
Okay.
We'll have it ready soon, Tom.
Okay, bye.
So this time we're bringing a taste of Roscommon to Vancouver, Canada. And Mary's going to show me how to cook one of her specialities, apricot glazed lamb cutlets with roast vegetable couscous. So we've garlic in here already.
I've garlic in here, and now I'm going to add in the apricots.
To the apricots and garlic, add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, cracked black pepper, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, tomato puree, ground ginger, and a few drops of Tabasco sauce. Using a food processor, blend the mix until it's smooth, and then coat both sides of the cutlets. And would lamb be Lisa's favourite?
Oh, she loves lamb, yeah.
Yeah.
And Ian loves lamb, so. He's from Kinsale in Cork. He's Lisa's boyfriend. And the food is fantastic over there. I've been over last year. Granville Market is beside where Lisa lives, and it is just spectacular.
Brown the glazed cutlets in a hot pan with a drop of olive oil. Does she love Canada?
She does, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sure
They
she
have a
misses
great,
home.
well, she misses home all right, but she has a great lifestyle over there.
Really?
She's really into skiing and walking and a lot of gym work, and then she's involved with the GA over there.
Oh, is
so
she?
she plays football, a Gaelic football.
Are they brown enough for
I
you?
think so, yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
lovely.
like
Now
to
they're
cook them
looking very
off
well,
then.
yeah, because they
And we get them
burn
on.
easily.
Yeah, they can with the glaze. I take them back here now. We get them onto a tray. Cover the tray in foil and put them in a medium hot oven. So Mary, what are we serving with the lamb?
We do some roast vegetables. It's a selection. We have a selection of nice vegetables here, and I think they go very well.
Mary used aubergine, mushrooms, courgettes, baby corn and fennel, but any seasonal veg would be great. Coat the vegetables in olive oil, season with salt, pepper and fresh dill. Place them onto a tray and then into the oven with the lamb. Season some cherry tomatoes, add a lug of oil and add them to the roasting veg for the last 10 minutes of cooking. So Mary, we have our lamb in the oven, we have our roast veg in the oven.
Now we'll make the couscous.
Woohoo! Pour vegetable stock over the couscous, cover and then set aside to soak. For its dressing, mix olive oil, cayenne pepper, cumin and tomato puree with the juice of 2 limes. Once the couscous is ready, add some strong goat's cheese, the vegetables from the oven, the dressing and some fresh salad leaves. Take the lamb out of the oven. Now Mary has just one more thing and it will all be ready to serve.
Now, Catherine, I have made a little sauce with creme fraiche and some mint sauce. Very simple, but it's very light and it's lovely and fresh, lovely taste of it.
And is this your own idea?
It is, yeah.
That is very creative.
I think we have everything.
You're a
here.
genius, Mary, genius.
Oh, I don't know about that, but anyway, hope you enjoy.
Apricot glazed lamb cutlets with roasted vegetable couscous, a creme fraiche mint sauce, and a hungry family. All that remains is to taste.
Now, guess if you'd like to help yourselves.
Now this is the big test. This is whether Roscommon lamb is anything like Wicklow lamb.
We'll see.
I better phrase this carefully now in case I'm escorted out the front door, or the back door even. That is so nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it is tasty. Yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh Mary, it's a lovely, lovely flavour.
Really,
Oh, the glaze from what you did at the beginning with the apricots. Oh, that's so gorgeous on it. Yeah, really lovely. It's a nice level of sweetness with it.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
then with the stock I made some gravy and I think it's lovely with the...
Yeah. So have you a message for Lisa?
Just tell her I love her
Will do.
and I hope to see her at Christmas.
Yeah.
I miss her dearly.
Aye, sure you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I'll send her that message.
Yeah, do. Yeah. And enjoy yourself. Have a great time.
Oh, I will. As long as she doesn't make me go skiing or play GAA either. That mightn't go end well. I'm really looking forward to this trip to Vancouver, meeting Lisa and Ian in their new home, looking around and getting a taste for what made them decide to stay. Hi Lisa, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Ian, how are you?
You're
Thanks
very
very much
welcome.
for having me over to Vancouver.
No problem.
So where are we now?
We're in Granville Island Market. It's beautiful. It's full of lovely, yummy foods. I can't wait to show you.
Is it one of your favourite places?
It really is. Yeah,
Yeah?
we enjoy coming here.
I tend to come down every week, every second week for a little look-see.
Really?
Yep.
So what kind of things can I expect here?
Oh,
Fresh produce.
Fabulous.
Pastries.
Italian foods.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
There's a big Asian community in Vancouver, and you could really see their influence in the fruits that were available. Scott, who works in the market, introduced some of them to us.
This is what I wanted to really show you here.
Yeah?
That character is a mangosteen, so those have come from Thailand. You eat the seeds of them, and I'll show you how to get those open. You twist the top off,
Yeah.
you give it a
Is that how it works?
squeeze, but those little white characters inside.
Okay.
So you can see it has that kind
Like a
of
lychee
yeah,
texture, hasn't
and
it?
also but like a little citric acid in there, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit like the blueberries and the sorrels and a berry taste, but very delicate. Well, and there's also these characters here.
Oh, yes.
Look at that little
They're pretty cool.
They're little lychees, aren't they? No.
rambutan.
Oh, they're
So
rambutan.
then, yeah, it's very much like a lychee. Just it's very. I believe they're related, and the taste is very similar.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can just take out that character right there,
Wow.
and that's the fruit, and that's entirely edible.
The produce was really amazing, and I picked up some apricots from Mary's Glaze, as well as some papaya and mango for a dish that I'm going to cook up later.
Secretly, Catherine, this is the real reason we're here today. So these are our favourite bars. They're called Nanaimo bars.
Right.
And actually, when I moved over to Canada, Ian picked me up from the airport and he had a whole tray of them. So they are our favourite. And
So that's how you order.
Yep.
It's like, come to Vancouver, we have Nanaimo bars.
Yeah.
You'll definitely want to stay. Was that how it worked?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, let's see if it works for me now. They look
Hi, welcome to
amazing.
Stewart's. My name's Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. How are you? I'm Catherine.
Polly, can we please have an enamel bar for these guys to try? Here you go, guys. Why don't you try that?
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That looks so mouth-watering. Here goes. Oh, my goodness.
so yummy.
Oh, my God. It's like a brownie and cheesecake and everything all in one. Oh, that's lovely.
with custard, eh?
And coconut
Yeah,
and
that's
chocolate.
I love
And
coconut.
it's got everything you'd want in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I think I'm moving in. This market really does have something for everyone. Oh, look at all this healthy stuff now. Look at vegetarians, juices, and even some things you wouldn't expect. Oh, pickles. That's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we try them?
Some tasting.
That'll work really well after all the chocolate. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm
Welcome,
Catherine.
Scott Kalin. It's a pleasure
Really
to meet
nice
you.
to meet you. Pickles in Vancouver, is that typical or traditional?
It is not. That's kind of why we did this.
So where are you from originally?
I'm
then?
originally from New York. Chris is originally from Toronto.
Okay.
And we bonded over the fact that we could not, under any circumstance, find a good pickle in Vancouver. So there are many things you can do, and also the specific brines that we use can be used within cooking, within drinks, This is fresh brown mustard, fresh grated horseradish. Our jalapenos are actually pickled in jalapenos. So you can create all different types of meals with both using the pickles and then the specific brines.
You can do a salad dressing with the mustard brine, so
See,
a
that
little
would
bit of
work
olive oil
really
and some
nice.
cracked pepper.
My favorite's the horseradish, this is the mustard, and those kind of fight with each other every day after the kosher go.
The ones on the end are fermented, so they're done in salt and water. So it's just kind of a good salty snack.
We have tremendous amount of stories. People have cried here, laughed here, danced. There's a pickle dance that kind of people unconsciously do when they eat it. They have memories of their grandparents. It's really to stand here and watch how excited people get is crazy.
Well, it's really interesting because our TV series is called Taste Like Home. And what you're explaining is that these pickles taste like home to so many people around the world, and you're bringing that to them. Well done, you.
Just around the corner from the market is Granville Island Brewing, where they have a huge variety of small batch beers, including Maple Shack Cream Ale, Falls Creek Raspberry Ale, Sunshine Coast Hefeweizen and Lion Summer Ale.
Are you a wine drinker or cider drinker or spirit drinker? Tea drinker, coffee drinker?
Oh, tea.
Tea?
Yes.
All right. Well, imagine it's tea, but cold and bubbly and with alcohol in it.
It's that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Okay.
A lot of people do wine and food pairing, but beer and food is actually fantastic. It has a few things that wine doesn't have, such as bitterness and carbonation. So with the summer ale, the grapes or the apple would be nice. There's actually, right here is a bacon jam that we use the Maple Shack in. And usually, people don't notice this until the end, and I'm just left with apple slices and bacon jam. And I've just gotten into the habit of just scooping bacon jam out of apple slices. And I think that would go fantastically with the summer ale.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna try
Apple
that.
and bacon jam.
A little bit of contrasting flavors in there. You get the rich little bit of sweetness and meatiness from the bacon jam. And then, crisp, refreshing apple. It's not bad.
Good.
That's quite Moorish.
Okay, so you recommend we try this then?
Try it with the summer ale. Yeah, the summer ale, it's fruity, refreshing, slightly tart as well. So there's a little bit of acidity in there, sort of reminiscent in my mind of lemonade or like a margarita, where there's a little bit of tartness, but
nice.
sort of brings out the fruitiness as well.
There's a lemon
Yes.
hint off of it, isn't there?
Yeah, so we're actually using pineapple and passion fruit juice in there.
So interesting the way you've mixed fruit flavors in with the beers.
Yeah, we do that seasonally, and it's been quite popular for us. You're making food for them, right?
I'm making
Is that
food
how
for you
this
later.
works?
Yes,
Do
yes.
you know what you're making?
It's a beautiful lamb dish,
Ooh,
and it's
nice.
a roast veg, a couscous, and harissa dressing.
Oh, okay.
Really, really tasty dish.
With the lamb, that's going to be a richer meat, so a pale ale would go nicely with that. Sounds like with the apricot and roasted veggies, something with a bit of a hop character will bring in some fruitiness to play along there.
But I have to give them two different beers with our main course.
Perfect.
No.
I'm glad we're going home with beers.
I think with that, our West Coast pale ale might do nicely.
There you go.
Interesting.
The Asian influence is seen throughout the city, with thriving Chinese, Korean and Japanese communities. In fact, Vancouver has over 600 sushi restaurants, and our next stop, Miku, is one of the best in the city. But its beverage director, Stephen, is originally from a little closer to home.
Yes, So they're just saying welcome.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So Stephen, I presume you missed the sushi so much when you left Belfast that you ended up here?
Yeah, it's funny because when I first started with the company, I didn't know what sushi was. I don't think
And they gave you a job?
They gave me a job, believe it or not. They gave me a job based on my beverage knowledge, to be totally honest.
It's the Irish charm.
Yeah. And now I love it. I probably eat more rice now than I eat potatoes, to be totally honest.
And is this the premier Japanese restaurant in Vancouver? You'd say that, anyway. You would.
I would say that.
But apparently there's a waiting list of 2 months for it.
So it's very sought after. We come in high competition with our sister restaurant, actually, in Yaletown. People often compare us, and it's funny because we're just happy either way. Like if you don't want to come here and you want to go to Manami instead, we're really happy with that.
There's a trust there.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Give you a little description of what we have here. So we have our Miku roll, our red wave roll, our salmon ocean, our ebi ocean.
But this one here is my favorite, the red wave roll. This is the one I was telling you about. With
What is
the,
that that's on top there?
so this is what we call a sweet onion mazatake. It's sweet onion, a little bit of sweet soy, some brown sugar, and cracked black pepper. That could come as a side on its own, in my opinion. You don't need to take a bite. You just put one of them in your mouth, and that's why they are the size they are.
One in your mouth.
One in your mouth, and two go straight in.
I'm gonna go.
Are you sure this is one? This is all one
go?
This is all one go.
That's not one go, is it?
Because if you don't do it one go, that happens.
Oh, excuse me. Exactly. Thank you. Now you tell me. Here we go.
So see the way the rice is?
Mm.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
That's one of the joys that is really nice to work for this company. For so many people, this is such a new cuisine coming into the market, especially from where I'm coming from, you know, from what I knew before. It's so different that it does give you this kind of, it gives you like almost like a mind-blowing reaction that it could taste that way. It's really nice for me being on the floor and seeing that, because the face that you see here is actually not uncommon. It does happen very often.
Yeah.
So you'll notice that there's no soy sauce on the table. We lightly flame sear over all the sushi, but we pair it with the sauce. We call it aburi. It means to flame sear. We often say it means like passion, so flame or passion. But it also means to give something to it, to apply a change, to make something better, which is what we think we've done here.
Yeah, absolutely delicious. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really enjoyable.
The sea and the beaches are a huge part of life in Vancouver.
It's beautiful down here, isn't it?
That's one of the gems of Vancouver, right on the water.
And you use it clearly.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
These aqua buses really make it easy to get around, and it's a stunning way to view the city, and much faster than driving. An alternative is to rent a bike and cycle the miles of dedicated cycle track that circumnavigate the seawall.
But when Mum and Dad were here, I was very shocked. They actually they cycled the seawall with me, and I've never seen them on bikes before, so it was quite a novelty.
Yeah.
And the next thing I said, on their last day, I said, what are you going to do now? Oh, we're going to go back to the bikes, Lisa. We're going to go again. Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Summer or winter, Vancouver is all about the great outdoors. Just along the Sea to Sky Highway is the world-famous Whistler. But you don't have to travel far to get into the mountains and meet some of Vancouver's best-loved inhabitants.
This is one of the 3 local mountains and ski resorts. This is Grouse Mountain.
Oh, okay.
So this is a place we come to regularly to exercise for hiking, and we also come here fairly regularly to ski.
And you're going to get a 360 view of the city
Brilliant.
behind you. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Grouse Mountain. So I hear you want to check out our bears.
Bears.
Yes, our 2
Fabulous.
resident grizzlies. Shall we
Count
go see
us
them?
in. Let's go.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Now you can see our 2 resident grizzlies, Grinder and Kula. They live in our Grouse Mountain Refuge for Endangered Wildlife. And they've been here, they're both about 16 years old. They're just over 16, and they've been here since they were little cubs. They were both orphaned as cubs and now live in this habitat on top of Grouse Mountain.
Are they both boys?
They are both boys, but they get along. They seem to be pretty friendly. They have plenty of food, and there's no females, so nothing to fight over. They actually eat a lot of different food. They love watermelon.
Do they?
Yep. And they
That's
also
so cute.
bears do really like honey. So that is true.
Really?
Yes.
It's time to head back to town and teach Lisa how to recreate Mary's apricot glazed lamb.
Look at that colour.
Oh, yeah.
That is good,
Good,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Very
So
well
they
done.
still need a bit longer in the oven. So I think what we should do now is we'll take the glaze, we'll take the lamb, we'll finish it off in the kitchen and pop them in the oven to finish.
Okay.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Ian's younger cousins are put to work laying the table as the guests, Ian's family and Lisa's GAA teammates arrive for dinner. Inspired by the amazing food I've tasted today, I'm making a prawn, mango and papaya salad with the ingredients I picked up at the market. To marinate the prawns, add garlic, chilli, sesame oil, olive oil, coriander and for a citrus taste, a little bit of lemon and toss around. Then we can prepare the salad. Dice some mango and add to some cucumber cut into ribbons, papaya and tomatoes. For For the salad dressing, olive oil, sesame oil, lime juice, orange juice, chilli and ginger, then season to taste. Whisk it round, drizzle over the salad and toss to mix the flavours together. Add olive oil to a hot pan and sauté the marinated prawns gently, being careful not to overcook. Place some of the salad on a plate with the prawns on top. Season and garnish with coriander. Inspired by Vancouver, my prawns, mango and papaya salad. So this is a lovely lime prawns with mango and papaya.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
So many flavours, isn't there?
Oh, that's divine.
Love the papaya.
We picked that papaya today.
Did you?
This is Lisa.
Picked it fresh.
Papaya.
You get so much inspiration from a place like Granville Island, don't you? Just seeing all the fresh produce.
So many things there.
Yeah, we could have spent all morning there, but tight
After
schedule.
Niagara Falls, it's the most visited tourist spot in Canada.
Really?
Granville
right?
Island, yeah.
It seemed that everyone enjoyed the prawns. Now it's time to find out if Mary's apricot glazed lamb tastes like home for Lisa and Ian. Now don't be disappointed, I couldn't get the Roscommon lamb. We have all the Roscommon flavours here, so this is a beautiful glaze on the lamb, all the way from
So happy.
Roscommon. So I'm going to leave you to enjoy it.
Thank you, Catherine.
Pleasure.
Oh, couscous is
Oh, that is divine.
Oh my god.
Oh. And it's cooked perfectly.
That glaze is ridiculously perfectly cooked.
Oh, the goat cheese in the couscous.
Yeah.
Have you had a bite of that yet?
To be fair, the guy down in Granville Island's actually right. The beard,
Is it? I
the
haven't
beard-
actually
the
tried
beard
it
does
yet.
go with the lamb quite well. Yeah. Yeah.
I think since the beer tasting, I'm now more aware of having your beer with your food.
Every time you have lamb, you say, why don't I do this more?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Anybody want seconds?
I'm having thirds.
Mary would be thrilled with that.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Catherine, it literally tastes like home.
You think it tastes like home?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so nice. So nice.
You happy with
Thank
it?
you.
Yeah, lamb is just
Well, the good news is the gorgeous
I
Lisa has
know
been
now.
fully trained in now. And you'll be having this every night of the week.
Let's start tomorrow now.
What an amazing day and such a great bunch of people. They're having so much fun in there, but it's definitely time for me to go home.
Raise a glass tomorrow.
Cheers, Mary. Cheers. Cheers.
Next time on Taste Like Home, it's a little different as I'm bringing a dish from Cape Town back to Sligo.